What's the race look like in the Keystone State, which is the key to this election?
Oh, good morning, sunshine. So the race, I would say, is essentially tied to advantage Trump by a hair.
Okay.
As we have discussed many times on your show, this race will be decided in the counties outside of Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. What we have right now is an enthusiasm question. So when you go to a Trump event, you see thousands and thousands of people. I just interviewed him in Johnstown on Friday. There were about the municipal stadium, the war memorial where the movie Slapshot was filmed. If anybody's old enough to remember that, was packed. But not only was it packed, I went outside and there were thousands of people outside watching it on a big screen. And then you would go to the Harris event yesterday in Pittsburgh, and it's invite only. There's no ability to understand what her coalition is, or what her support is, or what her level of enthusiasm is for her candidacy. Now, it may or may not be there. We don't know because all of her events are very tightly controlled. Part of that
Well,
has to do with.
Salena, I have said that she lacks the minimum skill set to be president. I've said that many times. I'm wondering if her descent in the polls isn't going to be even faster than I thought. Let me play for you two clips. Kamala in Detroit yesterday and Kamala in Pittsburgh yesterday, back to back, 17 and 18, please.
You better thank a union member for the 5-day work week. You better thank a union member for sick leave. You better thank a union member for paid leave. You better thank a union member for vacation time. Member? But you better thank unions for that 5-day work week. Thank unions for sick leave. Thank unions for paid family leave. Thank unions for your vacation time.
So why the different accent in Detroit and Pittsburgh, Kamala, from Kamala, Salena?
There are so many times where I find her following in the Hillary trap. Hillary tried to do this several times, and it was called out by right leaning media, but barely covered in legacy media. And people, I think that campaigns don't give people enough credit to to look at what a candidate is doing and question their authenticity. Voters aren't just looking for policy and sharing your values, but they're also looking for likability and authenticity, and that doesn't pass the test in terms of being authentic. That comes across as pandering and a little bit insulting.
Oh my goodness, it's very insulting. If the Steelers fans notice, Salena, I got one question for you. The Guardians took 2 out of 3 from the Pirates over the weekend, so I won't bring that up. Does anyone in Pennsylvania believe she's for fracking? Because her answer to Dana Bash in the non-interview interview was slippery as slippery could be.
No, they don't. Well, first of all, I combed over that debate between her and Pence. I can't find where she said she supports fracking. She said Biden supports it. She never once said
Correct.
she said it. And then saying you support it, but your values haven't changed. I don't even know what that answer means, other than it makes people skeptical.
How big is the fracking issue in Pennsylvania? Because she will shut down fracking. The one thing I'm convinced that's in her head is that she's a climate absolutist and abortion absolutist. How important is fracking in Pennsylvania?
It's massively important, not just in terms of the people that directly work in the industry, which goes anywhere from 400 to 700,000, depending on indirect or direct employment. But also, it's very symbolic. It reminds legacy Pennsylvanians, and 8 out of 10 Pennsylvanians live near where they grew up. of other things that have gone away because of bad government decisions. Coal mining,
Oh, that's
steel
well
industry,
said.
manufacturing.
That's well said. I don't think she's going to win Pennsylvania. You're the Pennsylvania expert, but I live close enough. I'm on the border, and we try and keep you folks out. But I live close enough to know Western PA, and she is not Western PA. Hillary was more Western PA than she is. Joe Biden was very Western PA when he could remember to be, but she's not.